So the world is in absolute chaos. You've only got to open the paper today and you will read about a hostile takeover, the overthrowing of a CEO, and a share raid.
Takeover offer for Qualcomm turned hostile.
Taking its takeover bid for Spirit hostile.
The largest companies in the world are literally plundering the earth and crossing any moral boundary for their own self-gain.
Report depicted it as a bruising workplace.
Notes from former employees.
Others falling asleep as they work.
And just because it's become the normal way of doing business doesn't mean it's right. It is time for the Christians to stand up and start doing business righteously. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just, not for the Christian. It is time that we act justly to position ourselves in such a way that our fellow man benefits. In the parable of the minas, we read a story of a master who's going away to a faraway land, and before he leaves, he gathers 10 servants and gives each of them a mina. One person comes back and says, I turned my 1 mina into 10. One says, I turned the 1 mina into 5. And one says, I turned my 1 mina into 1. You and I have an obligation to take the mina we've been given, to go and do business in a way that glorifies God and points people back to Him. And for Kingdom Business Summit 2024, it's time. It's time that we scaled our businesses. It's time that we grew as leaders. It's time that we act justly. It's time that we multiply our impact. And ultimately, it's time to take dominion. At Kingdom Business Summit 24, we are taking ground. This is going to be the most practical summit we've ever put on. It's going to be the deepest spiritual training where we plumb the depths of Scripture and make that practical for the everyday use. But we're also going to be looking at strategy. What does it look like to scale a business in 2024? What are the tools you need around sales, around marketing, around leadership? So I invite you to join me for Kingdom Business Summit 2024, where you will learn the practical tools that you can apply to take dominion.